Hey, happy day. Here's an interesting saying. If at first you do not succeed, destroy all evidence that you tried to succeed, right? And that's kind of a liberal thing as well. Let me share a couple of examples with you in Canada. The prime mistake there, Justin Trudeau, he and his chief accountant, that's that Freeland woman, they have runaway inflation going on because of what they did and what they haven't done, right? They've done a terrible job, but they say it's not our fault, it's climate change. So let's change the channel here now and talk about something totally different than what they've done. They have totally screwed up the economy. Things are backwards and upside down, and their actions are, well, they've done some terrible things, right? But they now say it's all because we need a greener economy. That's all we need. I mean, we have to put the taxes up because we want to have everything greener, and they don't refer at all to this economic collapse that they've been party to, that they've brought on, and what they've done is just unbelievably bad. I mean, these are the same people, though, that drive around in limousines and they have armed bodyguards, and they get, triple-digit money and huge pensions for the rest of their life, and they're saying, hey, guys, tighten your belt. I mean, things are bad, but so what? Because we're doing this for the good of all, and we're going to make everything green. It's all about climate change. Climate change, really. Talk about changing that channel. They've done a great job of it because they own the press, more or less. And they certainly control the press in Canada, and that's their narrative these days. I mean, why don't you just kind of, I don't know, call a shovel a spade or something like that. Journalists in America. This makes my head ache. They're calling white people racist. Every time a white person opens his mouth or her mouth, we're called racist. I mean, it's amazing, right? You have to go through efforts to prove that you're not a racist. Really? It's kind of like you're guilty until you can prove that you're innocent. It's the same kind of thing that's going on here. They demand, they being the left-wing wackos in the press, and politicians too, to a degree, I get that, but they say you're a racist, prove you're not. Really? We have to walk around in life and prove that we're not something? That's what they're all about. Penticton, British Columbia, Canada. A bunch of drug heads are walking around that town. It's a great city. It's a resort city, and there's beaches everywhere and people out enjoying their lives. And of course, all the drug people and homeless people are attracted there. And there's all kinds of robberies and different things. And the police, the RCMP, their boss speaks another language, I think, and their boss lives, thousands of miles away. And I've always said that they should be federal in Canada, just like the FBI. You shouldn't have police locally like that get transferred in from other cities. Every town should have their own police force because then they care. However, let me kind of get back to where I was supposed to be. These people have formed this vigilante group, and they've done it for the greater good of the community and their children. There's dozens of them that are out there patrolling, and is it legal, isn't not legal? Are they vigilantes? They're doing the job that the police can't and won't do. And the police just drive by and see another guy, pushing drugs or doing whatever, and they keep driving. And if they do stop, it's catch and release anyway. So these people now that are the good guys that are doing good things, how do they do it? There's safety in numbers. Dozens of them go out together, apparently, but they need to have a club or a knife or a gun, but that's against the law in Canada. You cannot defend yourself with a tool of any kind. Security guards. Can't get any security guards in any of these cities anymore, inner cities, because bad guys come up and do bad things, and the security guards say, hey, I'm not even allowed to have pepper spray. Really? Yes, I can't have a club, I can't have anything. I can't defend myself. I walk around with a uniform and a cell phone and a flashlight. So I hope these guys do better than that, and maybe they can convince the locals in their town that we need the right. We have the right. You do not have the right to take our right away to defend ourselves and the people that we care about, because that's what's going on. A lot of wordage there, but I think you get it. BLM, the leadership concealed over $40 million in diverted funds that we know about, right? Have they done more? Of course. Waste, fraud, and all this other nonsense that goes on with these left-wing groups. Nobody should have money, so they say. Down with the rich, so they say. And then they see money, and they all become the same, except they do it fraudulently, right? They don't want to go out and earn it. They collect it. People misunderstand their movement in most cases, and the money flows and the people take the money, and there's all kinds of issues here with regards to the leadership of the BLM. They buy big houses, they go on big trips, and they have big money. Here's 40 million again that we know about. Technically, in our system today, technically we are free to speak. However, we speak free only as the government or corporate social media giants allow us to speak, right? Because we're censored. I'm censored. A lot of you people don't even get to watch the show today because I'm censored. We're all censored, blah. It's not nice. There's not a lot of freedom. Your opinions will be construed as being dangerous to others because your opinion is different than what the left-wing bully's opinion is. How do you fix that? Well, firstly, you got to vote, right? It's not who votes that counts, it's who counts the votes. I get that too. So you all have to watch that as well. You kind of got to do it from the bottom all the way up. Lastly, here for the day of the left. They're becoming more aggressive now every day with regards to the prisons and transgender people and transgenders in general, right? They're forcing their agenda on us, and they say it's okay. You know, everyone should transition. I think it's about recruitment now. I think they want everybody to be gay or transgender. It's amazing. But anyway, in any event, let's get back to the Department of Justice and the prison system in America. They now have developed or created this thing that's called Transgender Programming Curriculum to be used in prisons across America. Works out to about $1,500 a prisoner because less than 1% of all prisoners identify as being transgender in prison. And this is about techniques to support mental health and to make you a better person. These are people that have done bad things, and all of a sudden they have this conversion program going on, or transitioning program, I guess. It's kind of interesting. I mean, wow. All you have to do is say, I identify as the other gender. You get to go to the other place. I mean, if I was in jail for a long period of time, I would immediately identify as a female so I could get to be, you know, with other females, right? Well, of course I would. Most men are kind of figuring this out. You don't do the big operation. You don't make any changes. All you do is you wordalize it and say, hey, I am a girl now. Please put me in the girls' prison. Duh. They walk among us. Hey, y'all come back. See ya.